So you're probably wondering why I'm not, in my American accent. I'm actually not American. I did the American accent that way people can understand me better. So when I'm racing, obviously you'll hear the American accent, but when I'm doing voiceovers like this after, you're gonna hear the English, British accent, whatever you like to call it. But basically Daytona is, to this date, the one track I cannot get a top 5 in because of the kind of crap that always happens last lap. That could be a t-shirt, I'm gonna be honest, crap last lap. But I've been screwed over many ways from Daytona races, and I thought I'd go ahead and explain what happens in these races. Alright, so we have my most recent Daytona race first. I actually qualified for the pole and started up front. You see here I got a very big push from the 46 off the line, and that was very helpful. Helped me get way ahead of everyone else in the pack. Getting way ahead also helped with my lap time because there's nobody screwing me up, and because of how much faster I was, if I could get second place out of the draft, I could run away with the whole thing. As you'll see, that doesn't happen. So I'm currently trying to lead as many laps as I can before they catch up to me. I thought I would have a ton of time, but as you can see, they've quickly closed a lot of the gap due to the draft. And we get to the front stretch at the tri-oval, and I'm trying to hold my line at the bottom. And the 46 finally gets to my rear bumper and must have gotten a big push from third place. So we both go low, and I misjudged the gap and I get spun around. But that was my fault. I merged back in, and even though I had saved it, we go yellow. But that is the first problem. The next one right here is, I believe, oh, I know what this one is. This was when I almost got spun right here. My spotter says loose, like, no dip, Sherlock, I'm literally sideways. I think that means I'm loose. But I dive under the 29 here and try to draft into to clear him and try and make a run for second. The 23 and the 46 are currently battling for first. 46 is who spun me out earlier. The 23 accidentally goes high, and the 29 pushes me under. Kind of saved me there. But here's where the drama kicks in. I go to push the 46. 46 comes down, and I come up thinking there's more of a gap there. But Max was a bit faster than I expected and ended up closing it. But I mean, it's whatever. It was kind of my fault. Next clip is the end of stage 1. You're probably wondering how I can get screwed up here. The answer is many ways. But as you'll see, I'm trying to defend the lead. Last time I was in the lead, I kind of got spun by the same guy in second right now. And you'll see I try and block him as much as possible. The hitboxes for bump drafting were really weird. But I go into turn 3, I take the low line, I kind of get nudged up, and the hitbox kind of messes around for a bit, like the back of my car goes in. And you see me try and turn left if you slow it down, but it doesn't really show up in real time. So he actually died, but I took stage 1. The next clip is very soon after stage 1. This is crazy. His name represents how he drives. After the first stage and a half, he immediately lost his ride. And the guy who owns the league, see what happened there is I'm trying to go up, that way I'm not, and he pushes me into the 29, and then he tries to blame me for it, but they saw through his lives. This is the same restart after getting called out, since he did it, the 24 is not very happy with me, even though it was his fault. So that was me. I went too low, but he also came up for no reason. So I try and go under here. He hits me. I'm trying to come back up, thinking I can hit him, because I'm mad at this guy now. But he blocks me again, and then on the back stretch, he tries to brake check me. But in the end, I caught up to the pack, and he lost his ride. So in the end, I think I still won. Here is, I believe, I don't know what wreck this is. This is the end of stage 2. It was 25, and then we did a 30 lap. We switched the 100 to 80 laps since it's late. But I am like trying to get past the 29, and I'm on him. I get sent wide, or I'm above him, because he went low. I try and drop back, and then the 14 and the 3 kind of get to my bumper as I was trying to close the gap. That way they wouldn't go 3 wide. And when I got hit, I just kind of got sent into him. But I ended up finishing last for that stage. So, I mean, it's still points. There's only 10 people racing, so I got 1 point, but not work out very well for me there. This is actually not too long after. This is lap 50 something, I believe. I can't really read it right now, but I'm in 3rd, trying to somehow get past this 29, and you know, I'm trying to get around him as well as I can. This really isn't working at the time. He goes wide, and you know, he's lagging, but the 46 actually drove backwards like this for like a lap and a half. It was really funny. But they ended up putting it green, thinking he could spin it around, since technically he hadn't wrecked yet. As you'll see, it kind of goes green, and then the clip will cut out here. But I really couldn't do anything. This is near the end. Oh, this is the last lap, actually. So, going into turn 1, I have a plan. I know how I'm going to pass the 46. The 29 is on me. I was planning on using the 29. And then the track breaks. The track knocks me up. I get like my back wheel stuck on the 29, and I can't do anything from that. I spin, and I basically came last after the guy who disconnected. We like to call this clip the screw job of a century. Nobody actually calls it that, but we have basically memed this clip so much that it's basically history. But it's the last lap, or it's going to the last lap. The 14 dives inside. The man is sideways. You can't even pretend like that's an accident. But the problem with this Daytona was the track was too far, like, track was too wide, and once you were on the outside, you were done for. But that's how I lost at Daytona multiple times. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want me to keep doing the British accent for races and voiceovers, or just try and do the American accent because you can understand it better, just tell me in the comments, that way I can figure everything out. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.